were handcuffed and later taken to jail.
Why are they putting this on us?
I think they should cut it out now, because this ain't gonna solve the problem.
I told you I don't want you living with roaches.
Warning. This show contains graphic depictions, tasteless banter, and real-life accounts of the most nefarious of activities. Yea, though they do try to project themselves as upstanding, productive members of society, these two knuckleheads just ain't worth a damn. If any of you should find this show to be offensive, turn it off and stop being such a vagina.
Stop being such a fucking vagina.
Yeah, man.
Alright, I'm on one. We ready.
Yes.
We're doing this.
Woo! I'm ready, dude.
Alright. So,
if I can keep up with you.
Yeah, well, you know, try.
Let's get it.
So you were asking me a very crazy question right before we hit record. What was that crazy question?
Well, I don't know, my friend. You tell me.
You said, seriously, you don't remember? You were like, if you got sentenced to life without parole.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So, all right. So here's the scenario. So, Dave, if you get sentenced to life without parole, you basically know you're not getting out. You're not gonna get the death penalty. You're just gonna spend the rest of your life in prison.
This is it.
That's a wrap.
Yeah.
The judge who sentenced you is a personal, somebody that you know from the past.
Now, see, that's illegal.
Okay, well then maybe I'll simplify the conundrum here then. Okay, so you get sentenced to life in prison. Why would you not automatically try to attack the judge? Or anybody else that you felt.
But are you capable? Like, how do you attack a judge when you're incarcerated?
Well, I mean, you're in court, right? So you may or may not be shackled.
Oh, okay. Like, in the court.
In the court.
All right, do or die.
Yeah, like you're about to find out if you're walking.
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah.
Spending the rest of your. So you're in your suit with your attorneys around you. And the judge says.
But you gotta assume this is like your third appeal, because everybody knows you get other chances unless you attack a judge.
I didn't factor that in, but of course we'll factor that in.
Gotta be strategic about this.
Of course.
All right, so this is your.
This is the third.
This is it.
Appeal.
Third appeal. Your boy's like, nope, life with no parole. Of course, you try to attack the judge.
Yeah, and so it's the only thing that's separating you from the guy that just basically condemned you to death within, a box of concrete.
Yeah.
Is 8 fucking feet.
Yeah.
Of air.
I'm going at him. You're not going to make it to him, so I'd probably just spit on him. I would probably make sure, like, a few days before that I just snort nothing but allergens so that I have, like, a thick mucus.
Right.
And then I know my mucus is going to reach him.
Okay, all right. Well, strategy. I like that. Why not, like, make, like, shit bombs, like, for the ready?
They frisk you. Like, you're not walking in with it.
And nobody really wants to put shit inside their dope ass suit that they're wearing because they assume they're going to be innocent, and then they're going out and celebrating.
No, but you're handcuffed, and your handcuffs are also chained to your
feet.
Waist.
We're thinking about two different scenarios, but I feel you.
Your waist. So you're not going to be able to reach inside of your jumpsuit and pull out a turd.
Yeah, I was thinking like more like you would form it behind your ear.
I don't know if that's possible, but I mean, whatever's possible.
Like a fucking hearing aid, bro. You can make that turd wrap around your ear, and it would be sitting.
It'd be like I'm hearing impaired.
Hearing impaired?
Yeah, I'm hearing impaired.
What are you, French?
You didn't catch that?
No, what? Hearing impaired.
I got something I want to drop.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Since we're talking about poo, all right.
No pun intended. I want to drop this.
Reloaded 504. Top 3, son.
Well, I tell you what, that caught me off guard, but I like it.
Yeah. This is the top 3 weirdest porn genres.
Oh my.
Are you ready for this?
I am ready, bro.
I did some research on this because the thought occurred to me, and then I started looking things up, and it turns out that the Japanese are fucking freaks.
They are, dude. Japanese are, without a doubt, sexually
I never knew,
the most.
Todd. I never knew, bro.
You remember that period of my life when I was involved with a Japanese woman? No, she was a Vietnamese, but I'm telling you, these Asian whores, they have weird fucking ways about them.
I had no idea. I
Like,
had no idea.
super weird, bro. Like you think this is dirty, they think that that's like child's play.
I had no idea, bro.
It's crazy.
So check it out. Number one, tentacle porn.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of such a thing?
No.
Tentacle porn.
No.
It stems from centuries-old Japanese erotica. So centuries old, picture like pencil sketches on paper, and it's
Sure.
having to do with
I can
like
picture them.
half-naked
In my
Asian
mind,
women
yeah.
and like water waves and tentacles wrapped around these naked women.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
No, it sounds like it looks great.
I had no idea.
I'll tell you what I would like, to be completely honest.
Huh?
If I could train like a little mini squid to be super gentle with his tentacles,
Yeah.
and that he could like gently tentacle my balls.
That sounds risky, bro. They got suction cups.
That's why I'm saying gently.
You don't know what they're gonna do. And do you realize that like
Just imagine that
octopus? Yeah, but check it out. Octopus have a mouth like a parrot.
That's
Like,
what
they
I'm
have
talking
beaks.
about. We have to have a trained beast here, but I'm talking about 8 fingers of the dexterity that you have not experienced in your life.
8 things happening to you at once.
It's got to be like just
You're braver than I am, bro.
ridiculous. It's got to feel good. I guarantee Japanese people have octopus. That dude just spit on the floor.
Yeah, I think I did.
He went full gangster.
Octopi?
I think no. I think Asians. And look, I'm not trying to classify anybody. I think I'm gonna start, or at least I'm gonna experiment with a new trend. I'm gonna get a bucket full of squid.
It's a bucket challenge.
It's a bucket full of squid. Dip my nuts in them. You okay? Are you allergic to
I
my
don't know,
squid
man.
talk?
I hit a sneezing spell. My beef, son.
Jesus.
My beef, son.
It's all good, bro. So I'm gonna get a bucket, put some squids in the bucket, and then sit in the bucket and wait for the squid tentacles to like start
There's so much wrong with everything you're saying right now.
teasing my dangling nuts.
You're gonna be punished for that some kind of a way or another. And I'm just warning you, those animals, like they don't have teeth, but they have like beaks. And
Yeah, but they're made out of like cartilage.
Chitin. No, not cartilage. Cartilage is soft. Chitin
Yeah.
is like a bird's beak, and
Yeah.
it's going to slice into your testicles.
That sounds dangerous as fuck, dude. These things can't reach me because they're like only.
You just sat in a bucket full of them. You just said it.
We've set it up to where it's only like we've measured everything. The nuts hang at such a elevation, and the tentacles reach to such an elevation.
I had no idea that you were that freaky. I thought the Japanese were that freaky. You are freakier.
I'm not saying that this is something that I've done personally.
It sounds like it. It sounds like you're prepared for it, because you were like, "All right, I've got a bucket. I've got some squid. I've got me and my testicles.
Right. Okay. We got bucket, check. We got squid, check.
Yeah.
Nuts, check.
This is disturbing, bro.
I mean, if that's what it takes to get you, like put, I don't know, bro.
All right, so I was talking about the Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
How freaky they are.
Mm-hmm.
That was just number one. It was squid porn. Either squid or octopus. I don't know. One of the two.
I think you said octopus.
All right,
I brought the squid into the.
Does it make it octopi porn?
Well, if it's more than one, like if it's like a fucking menage.
I don't know. Anyway, the Japanese, it turns out, are incredible. Which, you know, that kind of strikes me as odd because aren't they like a more traditional
Yeah,
people?
super traditional,
Like
super
super adherent.
passive, and just
Yeah.
very subservient. But when it comes to the sex, man, they're weird. Like, so I think what it is, no way I could tell the world what I was just thinking.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
No, not even allegedly.
You can't start fucking stories and then not finish them out. You understand? That's like,
I just think that the Asians are forced to use their imaginations more.
yeah, because they're repressed. I think they're repressed individuals.
Yeah, well, I mean, depending on what region of the of Asia you're referring to, yeah.
All right. Number 2 is kaiju porn. It's sex with Japanese monsters.
Okay.
And this is like traditional shit like Godzilla.
Yeah.
And this is where I have to like deviate from the norm because like what if a laser goes off out of the eyeballs of the person that's fucking you?
And it sears through somebody's skull.
Yeah, like, you know, one minute you're like giving it to him and next minute you don't have a chest. Yeah, she was looking at you like she loved you and now she's looking at you like there's a hole in your chest.
I mean, I guess that's kind of that's par for the course, like vampires. Vampires
this
know.
really exists, bro. Like these things I'm saying, they really exist.
Okay, well, there's no such thing as a fucking monster.
Yeah, but there is such thing as kaiju porn.
Okay, fine, but it's a dude dressed up like a monster.
Okay, that's fine, but who the hell wants to like seriously?
Well, who wants to be a Furby, right? Like, who wants to fucking be a sheep?
Okay, I get that. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's all
don't-
effort.
I had
People
no
look in the
idea.
mirror and they're like, dude, I can't pull it off. Maybe if I was a fucking cow today, I could meet a bull and then I'd get laid.
Maybe.
Like, I don't know what goes through their heads.
I don't know either. Number 3 is Futunario. Futunario.
Futunario!
It features cartoon transsexuals and intersex characters. Again, by the Japanese.
Yeah. So wait,
Cartoon transsexuals
Uh-huh.
and intersex characters. So this is animated transsexuals.
So it's basically like,
Futunario.
it's like a free-for-all. So there's dicks attached and pussies on everybody.
And I'm not clowning the Japanese like in particular. I don't know what to say about it, but y'all some strange individuals.
Dave, I can tell you that Asian people are fucking so crazy weird, bro. Like, they are ridiculously sexual people.
Yeah.
Like, super horny all the time. But, like, at the same time, so fucking repressed. Like, you say repressed, they are. Like, they feel that they can't be that way.
Damn.
It's crazy.
How convenient.
It's nuts, bro. And and not only that. Look, I mean, and I'm stereotyping the fuck out of things right now, but man, there's just something going on.
Something in the water?
There's something crazy. It's weird. Like they have this. Like I don't really know if you could trust any of them.
Can't trust them?
Hard to trust.
You got burned. On a side note, bro, one of our videos on YouTube,
Yeah.
60-year-old sex,
Yes.
we had talked about the possibility that old people dry up, or we were basically posing the question
Apparently they
between
don't.
you and I.
Yeah.
Do 60-year-old people still have sex?
They do.
So that got the most views out of any YouTube video we posted. So Americans are no better, is what I was getting at.
Well, no. I think I'm maybe a rung higher than. But so, who says that shit?
I have no idea. I was just bringing it up as a topic of discussion because I was like, man, this is crazy.
No, who says the shit that I just said? Like, what kind of an asshole says that shit?
You had a little bit of an experience with the people of the Orient.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to share my experience. It's I mean, certainly it's remarkable. I wouldn't.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't wish it on anybody?
No, it was a wonderful experience. It
Your
was.
feelings got hurted. I know. I know
Oh
your
no,
feelings
that
got
no no
hurted.
no. We're thinking about two different things. Yeah, no, that was crazy. I don't know what happened to me, dude. That was wild, bro. Like I think I got hypnotized for like a whole 6 months. It
You
was
did.
weird. Yeah, I did. It was crazy, bro.
You made it out alive though. And you were like, never again.
Much stronger. But it was so crazy. I
Never
mean,
again.
no, I'm not even saying that. Well, of course, never again because I love Jody. So it doesn't.
Right.
There is no.
What up, Joes?
What up, Jodes?
Check this out. In a previous episode we were talking. We grazed across the subject of my Kangol, and you dismissed me because you were like, "Hey, bruh, they were mass produced."
Yep.
And I just want to go on record and saying that I believe that my Kangol is special, and I think that I'm gonna plead my case before you if you will play the court. Right.
Yeah, I'm all eyes and ears.
All right, check it out. I think that my Kangol has raised in value since I've bought it. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
All right. I bought it from Meyer the Hatter on Canal Street in downtown New Orleans. So you know it's a good pedigree. All right. It's
Why?
that is the oldest hat store
Are
in
you
New
telling
Orleans.
me that
I'm
that's
telling
how
you.
I would know that that's
I'm pleading
a
my
good
case
pedigree?
through several
Okay,
points.
well, I'm going to go ahead and object. I've never heard of such
You've
establishment.
never heard of Meyer the Hatter?
Am I supposed to have heard
Yes.
of...
If you were fucking born in New Orleans, bro.
Okay, Your Honor, have you heard of said alleged Hattier?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay, all right, well then,
What we do.
it's strike.
All right. Since then, I've fled the police in this hat successfully.
Okay.
I've beat people up with this hat, and one in particular, he mailed my hat back to me after I beat him up. I pulled countless booty with this hat.
Case closed.
Okay.
Case closed.
I pulled countless booty with this hat. Most recently, it was blessed by Rakim Allah, and I'm not lying. Seriously, I held the hat up in the air while he was rapping, 12 feet from his head. The rhymes passed through the hat.
Where did they land?
In the hat. The hat caught the rhymes.
So every time you put the hat on, you like, it keeps your head ringing. Bang,
Yeah,
bang,
yeah,
dong,
something like that, bro.
Bang, 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 dong.
That's not
Keep your head
Rakim,
ringing.
but,
Bang, bang.
something like that.
Rakim loved me that night, bro. He was like, Todd, I'm so glad you're filming me.
So I think, in closing, that this makes my
Why we
hat
gotta be closing?
worth more than what I paid for it in the beginning, which means it appreciated in value. It's a super dope Kangol. Like, it's been places, it's done things.
I agree. I would not discount the fact that so a couple of things regarding your Kangol. It's a good look for you, which I mean, it's hard to do for a fella like you with like your crazy fucking beard. That who wears a beard in the summer? Well, he does. And then he goes to the hat store and he's like, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have a really big beard. So I was wondering if you could show me to the hottest hat that you might have. And
Actually, it's the most. It's vent is part of its name.
I don't think that I was finished with my description, but I mean, you can go ahead. And did you have something to say? Were you not finished?
Look
I'm
at
sorry.
the vent. Look, I can see you through it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't know anything about.
It's not the hottest hat, but go ahead. Go ahead on with your story.
Yeah. Well, no, because as it was explained to me that the feds came in and said, Kangol, really? You can't be making hats like that. You have to cut vent holes or people are going to die. So that was like a mandated by the FBI thing.
Uh-huh.
Are you okay over there?
It's still vented.
I know, because if it wasn't vented, like, it would just spell certain death for anybody who wore it.
All right, so you gotta like eat your words for a minute. Just saying.
eat my words for a
Yeah,
minute?
because you were just saying it was the hottest hat for a guy with a beard.
It is. It is. That's what I'm trying to get to. No, you didn't let me finish, bro. So what happens is they force you to vent the hat because if not, it's not. You can't sell it. It's just you could because consumers can't wear it. Your brain will melt out in like out of your ears.
How beautiful that hat is.
It looks like it might have bodily fluid on it.
Yeah.
It looks like
I think maybe you're jealous of the hat, and you're
Uh-huh.
like, I don't know that I have enough panache
panache.
to wear such a hat.
Dave, every time you bring up the word panache,
Just take it easy, bro.
it reminds me of the time that you were like, "Hey Todd, I have a confession to make," and I was like, "What's that, Dave?" And you were like, "Hey, you know that there was this one time that this dude told me about how he's got some panache, and he showed me his panache, and I liked it."
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have used that word. It perplexed you. All I'm saying is, my hat's done gained some knowledge over the years, and
Your
I
hat's
think
inanimate.
some value.
Your hat
I think,
can't
and
gain.
I think it's
It
like
can
the
gain
super dope Kangol, bro.
grease and like skin
I'm
particles.
gonna hand it down to my, grandchild.
Well-
Hopefully, that dude's gonna be like, I have the dopest hat in the galaxy.
Yeah, I know, but he's gonna be like, I can't wear this because it's got too much facial oil on it. I can't.
I
It's
don't wear it on my face, motherfucker.
okay. My bad. It's got too much of my grandpa's hair oil
Stop
on it.
hating, bro. You hating. I swear to God, you hating.
Hayden.
Let me give you let me set you straight with an IMO survey. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
The IMO survey is an,
Okay.
in my opinion, survey.
All right.
All right, number one. Your boy needs a quarter bag, right?
Yes.
So you volunteer to hook him up. You're going to get it from somebody else. Your connect hooks it up real fat. Is it wrong to pinch out a joint for yourself without
course.
telling your boy?
In my opinion, obviously you're doing him a favor.
Right?
But yeah, you ain't pinching.
So-
I mean, what you're doing is he's gonna blaze you up anyway, so it don't matter.
So
Be like,
you're not even going to pinch?
you don't have to.
You don't have to. You bring it to him just like you found it?
I'd bring it to you. I'd be like, yo, dog, check this out. He hooked us up fat. Roll a fatty on me.
All right. All right, good one. Me personally, I pinch one out because people are stingy these days, and they ain't gonna break you off, bro. They might.
You make them. I mean, like if it's somebody I don't know, then I maybe pinch. If it's you, I'll just be like, let's blaze.
So you might pinch.
If I don't know you, I'm pinching.
Oh, okay. All right. Good deal. Thought I was the only one. I would pinch. Number two. Say your partner's getting married, and somebody gets him a hotel room. Then you find out something happened and he can't make it. Is it wrong to go use the hotel room without asking, without him knowing?
I don't really understand the scenario, but it sounds like yes, it's wrong, but you'd have to say it again.
It happened to me. I was downtown.
What is it?
All right, I'll reread it. Say your partner is getting married and somebody gets him a hotel room.
You're getting married and Nick got you a hotel room.
Roger. Then you find out something happened and he can't make it. Is
Right?
it wrong to go use the hotel room without telling him or asking?
Really? Yeah, of course it's super dick to do that.
Really?
Dude. Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
You're using what's his.
But he can't partake.
But why not let him know?
I don't know that part.
Like, let him know.
All right, check it out.
Like, if you let him know, that's fine. If you have, like, permission, cool.
I was downtown one time with
But
some
you
friends.
can't
all
just,
right?
like, you can't just assume that role.
Check it out. Check it out. I was downtown with some friends one time. It's me and like two other dudes. All right. hanging out downtown doing whatever like we always do.
Do a
A
shot.
friend of ours is getting married. All right?
Uh-huh.
I talked to the groom. I talked to the bride. The bride is taken off. She's like, fuck him, whatever. She was pissed off. Not reporting to the groom. The groom is at home trying to find a bride.
Okay. Okay, so do we have, obviously, there's drugs involved at some point. Like, people, because if you can't.
Everybody was on drugs.
Right.
What are you
If you,
talking
so
about?
if you can't account for, like, where, like.
Everybody was on drugs.
Okay,
Everybody
okay.
I was with, I was on drugs. The people I'm talking, everybody.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so I talked to the groom, and the groom's like, I can't find her, and if I can't find her, then I'm not going downtown.
And, like, how big of a thing was it? Like, how big of a party? Like,
It was supposed to be their honeymoon before they went on their honeymoon. They were supposed to go downtown to the hotel room that somebody's parents had got them.
but it wasn't like a big ceremony or anything.
No
with like
ceremony.
hundreds of guests.
No ceremony, no nothing. It was one of their parents, either the bride or the groom's parents, had secured a room at, like, let's say the Ritz or something.
Right. Yeah.
Right? And so the groom's like, oh, we got this room at the Ritz. We're going downtown. We're going to meet all of y'all down there. I'm downtown with, like, a few of my friends. I'm like, for sure, we're going to meet you down there.
Yep.
We're down here already. Just holler. Right? So he calls me back a little while later, and he's like, I can't find her. She won't talk to me. I'm not going downtown. Fuck it.
The whole
Everything.
shebang is off.
Right.
Because that's
So-
how spontaneous I am.
Right. So I take it upon myself. I'm talking to my friends that I'm with. I'm like, hey, bro, that dude ain't going to his hotel room. It's paid for. He ain't going to it. Nobody's going to go there. At the Ritz. Nobody's going. I'll bet you I could go there right now and be like, hey, come in here to so-and-so. Check in their bags. They're on Bourbon Street right now. Give me the key. And my friends are like, no, you couldn't. You ain't gonna be able to do that. I was like, y'all fucking up. And I left, and I went to the Ritz, and I went to the front desk, and I was like, hey, and I gave the right last name, my partner.
Of course.
Like, hey, they're on Bourbon Street right now. I gotta check their bags in. We're all gonna be back later on. Gives me the key. Went right up to the room.
It's a wrap.
And then, you know what I did? I called my friends that said I couldn't do it. And I was like, I got in. I'm in a mini bar right now. I'm
If
drinking
there was
shots
only fucking camera
for free.
phones back in the
Dude,
day.
I had fucking M&Ms and vodka in my hand while I was calling these motherfuckers. I'm
Oh,
like,
bro.
yeah, I'm up in this piece. And they said, all right, what room? Where you at? I'm like, fuck y'all. Y'all motherfuckers said I couldn't do this, or
Right.
fuck y'all. And I hung up on them. And then I
Right.
called the chick, and I was good for the night.
Fucking right.
So, I don't think it's a bad thing because the dude never used the room in the first place. Never used the room all night.
Who paid for it though?
Either his parents or the bride's parents. But they paid for it no matter who went there. Or
Didn't
if
matter.
nobody
It was
went
it was already paid for.
there. Exactly.
Didn't matter who stayed,
No. Nobody could have stayed.
and the hotel was getting paid.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel you. Look, I'll put it to you like that. Okay, let's say I was Tony or whoever the fuck, the dude who couldn't fulfill his obligations.
All right.
I would have been like, well, I feel like you would have been like, yo, I don't know what's going on with you, bro, but you mind if I take like, just run it across.
So, in the midst of the groom's night that he gets married,
if
and
you
he can't
have-
find his wife,
if you-
and he's stressing and pissed off, you would
Dude.
call him and you would be like, hey, you don't mind if I take your room, right?
Just saying, like,
I see.
leave a voicemail.
I seized that fucking moment. I didn't burn him with it, but I took
Yeah,
that
I'm not.
shit.
I'm not. Look, I put it to you like this. Like, that's not like some. That's not dirty shit. That's just not. That's not 100. That's like 95.
All right, bro. It
Like-
happened.
It
I
happened.
did
It's
it.
cool. Like, I
He
wouldn't
still
fault
doesn't know
you.
to this day.
Well, I mean, and that's why I keep it 95, because that's just something you need to, like, share.
I don't think like I got over on him. He
No,
didn't go
no.
use it, bro.
Right. Like, out of sight, out of mind. Like, nobody knows. Like, everybody's happy. Like,
Yeah.
the person that paid for it's happy. He's happy. You're happy. Whoever you invite, your guest was happy. Everybody's happy. Or as happy as they could have been given the circumstances.
Yeah. That was it for the IMO survey.
Well, I mean, dude, I've been in weird situations like that, but I was much younger, right? Or younger. So I felt like I was almost going into a situation that I didn't fully realize. Similar situation. I think I've shared it on here, so I'm not going to reiterate. But it was like one of the times where one of my neighborhood buddies said, "Oh yeah, my aunt's out of town right down the street. She's not going to be there." So me and my girlfriend basically just went into that house, drank all their shit.
Ah, you drank all that shit.
Well, you know, drank some of their wine and then like ended up sleeping in their fucking bed, and then woke up to them arriving home.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's fucking. I would have shot me if I was them. Or at least beat the fuck out of me.
Hey, bro, I'd have shot me if. Check this scenario out. My dad tells me that he's going out of town hunting. Right? It's just me and him living together. Okay? Tells
Little
me he's
farms?
going out of town hunting.
Around that area where I knew what, like in high school.
Probably.
Okay.
And so he tells me the day that he's going to be back. I guess I confused that or forgot it or he lied. I don't know. But long story short, the day he left, I had a party that night at the house.
Where was I?
Probably there.
I don't
Had a
think
party
I was.
at the house
What the fuck's up with that?
that night. So the house was a mess already. Long story short, he gets back and I didn't know he was coming back. He busts me, like he walks in the house with his hunting buddy and I'm on the sofa with a naked chick. We're both naked and then we're like running towards my room. And there's just shit everywhere. And you'll know once I say this. There was a fucking wheelchair stolen from a hospital in a den.
Yep.
There was panties on the deer in the den.
Yep.
And he was an avid hunter, so he really didn't like that too much, that we had panties hanging
You
from
know
his
he
deer.
respected the fuck out of that.
And yeah, there was like cut lines and an empty bottle of tequila. Like, I swear to God, he lied to me, but he swears that he told me he was coming back that day.
Look, honestly, Dave, I think he probably laid into you, but that was probably one of his proudest moments.
If I was a father, that would be one of my proudest moments.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd be like, thank God.
And like like I've spoken to you for, like, you know, we can have candid conversations because we're all adults now.
Well, I mean, I haven't touched on that with him since that moment, but
Of course, and that's not your place to ask, but like, yeah, I mean, just I can only say that just, you know, just through conversation, just through knowing your father, like, yeah, I'm sure he was like, yeah, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you think he turned to his hunting buddy and was like,
Of course, if he didn't, yeah, then
kids,
100%,
silly
yeah.
kids.
He doesn't seem like a bitch, right? Like,
No, he doesn't. Maybe so. I always look back on it and I was like, oh my God, I must have taxed the fuck out of this man.
yeah, I mean, like, we, you know, and I think back about that in my family, but I think so at least when I knew you or when I met you in high school, you were being raised by your father, you were living with your father.
Yeah.
And, I mean, as an adolescent kid or as, you know, as a teenage boy, as a teenage dude, I think that's probably the ideal. He could probably relate to your shit way better than anybody else could, right?
I suppose, but you gotta realize, like, the generation before us, they were raised during different times to where, like, that was not even admissible. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know, though.
that
I think
was fucking crazy.
I get the impression that the generation, like our parents,
We're all set to, like, push the envelope. You know what I'm saying?
definitely, but no, I think that, so our parents, All right, my parents and your parents. My parents were fairly young when they had me. Your parents, or at least your mother, was fairly young. I would imagine your dad was. But anyways, they were basically hippies. Like, so they were all doing drugs. They were all getting high.
They were the ones pushing the envelope.
Yeah, 100%, dude. So
Yeah.
they can relate. They know. Whether they, I don't know why they wouldn't want to admit it. It's confusing to me because.
No, they just got to put on. My B. I elbowed the microphone.
Yeah, but they
no,
gotta
they
put
gotta
on.
put on.
But
You
I
know
don't
what I'm
feel
saying?
like. But so does that mean that we gotta put on?
Nah, I think they had to put on for their parents, and they were pushing the envelope the whole time. So we got away with more because they paved the way. They just
Yeah.
didn't realize it.
I get that.
And
That's
they still had to act like parents, but at the same time, they were in the back of their minds. They were like, "Yeah, I've been there before." You know what I'm saying?
I do, but I still at the same time, like, why can't they? At what point do your adult children can you say, hey, like let them in on the joke? Like, all right,
I think like once they're well out the house. Cause I'm raising kids right now, and
that's
there's shit that I laugh about to myself, but I ain't gonna be like, "Hey, good one." You know what I'm saying?
I guess I don't know.
Because I'm like, right now is your formative years, and you need to not be fucking up and blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the whole like I can't. I guess it's because I don't have kids. Like, I don't even have any platform to even stand on. Like, I've never sat. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't. But I can't see. Um, I
What?
I can't see like. I forgot my train of thought, but it was about like how.
Being a hypocrite? Can't see you being a hypocrite?
No, well, definitely I try not to be a hypocrite, but I mean sometimes that's unavoidable. But no, I don't think that's where I was going.
I don't know. All I know is I try to fucking raise them in a light that doesn't reflect the way I came up, because obviously I was fucking up doing a bunch of bullshit when I was coming up. So I try to make it to where it's something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do these things.
Yeah.
Whatever. Can't condone it. Can't condone it. If I was condoning all the shit that I did, then my kid would grow up to be a fucking wild animal. Because God knows, I almost died. Like, I don't even know how many times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can't condone living like I lived. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I gotta advise against it. I know the whole time
They're gonna do it
motherfuckers are gonna
regardless.
do some shit, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak out against it.
Yeah.
And then when they're old enough, we'll all sit back and have a beer and laugh about that shit too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I guess that is how it.
The most important thing to me in raising a kid is having a connection with that kid.
Okay.
To where he feels like at any point in time, if he's gotta just drop the charade, he feels like he could sit down and talk to you.
Yeah.
Be like, look, this is what's really going on. What do I do now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That's all I want, because in the end, I mean, you know, you play the game. You're the kid, so you're supposed to obey the parent. Parent's supposed to hand down the orders, all this other blah 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 bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But in the end, like, if you really don't know what to do, or you did some shit and you're not sure how you feel about it,
Yep.
or that type of shit, just fucking drop the charade, drop the game. Like, sit down and talk to me. And that's the most important thing, is that I keep that window open. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? We all
Yeah,
fucked
yeah.
up as kids.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, that just still kind of blows my mind, and this is just like real talk, personal, right? Like, because I don't have kids and you do. All of my like, I'm the only one of my peer group that doesn't have any children.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I'm at the point where it's like I don't think I'll ever like have a desire to have children, but
Right.
I'm not. I wouldn't. Like I wouldn't hold that from Jody. You know what I'm saying? Like if she
Yeah.
ever told me, like if she woke up tomorrow and was like, yeah, you know what? And I know she does, dude, but she just for some reason refuses to tell me.
There's no way that anybody could describe to you what it is.
What is?
What it is to have a kid.
It just doesn't
There's-
seem desirable to me.
There's no way that there's no, like, if anybody tries to convince you that it's great,
I wouldn't.
shove them off.
Yeah.
If anybody tries to convince you that it sucks, shove them off.
Oh, it's
Like, there's
100%.
no way.
Yeah.
But listen to me. There's no way that anybody could ever put into words what it is to produce a person.
Yeah.
Like, you're looking at a person that came partially from you.
Yeah.
Trips
Oh,
me
it's gotta
out, bro.
fucking be mind crazy blowing, no doubt.
No fucking clue, bro. Don't know.
But at the
Anybody
same
tries to tell
time,
you
that's
any different, fucking tell them to kiss your ass, bro.
but that's so much, bro. I don't want that. Like I don't want that. Like all right, so like I can look at my cat and be like, yo, I mean, like I hope you don't die. I love you, you know. But when you do die, like that's not gonna be the end of my world, bro. Like you know, like I know, like apples and oranges, right?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know if I don't know if I'm willing to. I just don't have the patience, bro.
Yeah, it takes a lot of patience and other shit, but it just, it trips you out, bro.
Yeah, but in how much? I don't know. Like you know, you have to weigh your options. And as far as I'm concerned, like my mind's made up. But at the same time, I'd be selfish to deny anybody of that if that's what they wanted.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's where I'm at.
Not to change the subject, but to lighten the topic, I guess I suppose. The other day I was thinking to myself how to solve this problem because it made the news. People are potting plants in potholes in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And it's becoming like a big joke. And as a matter of fact, I wanted to draw your attention to a guy that listed a pothole on Airbnb just to prove to, I guess, city council in New Orleans how, I guess, not unresponsive, but just he wanted to
How
prove
nonsensical the bureaucracy is that you
no,
can
he
just
wanted
like
to prove to city council in New Orleans how Airbnb does not monitor what's going on their site.
yeah, they don't care.
And so he roped off a pothole on his street and put it up for rent on Airbnb.
And Airbnb verified him and let that.
Yep.
So he was able to list. I find that hard to believe.
Yep. No, it's an ongoing
He'd
thing
have to
right
have an
now.
address.
Yeah, he gave the address. I think it was probably like right in front of his house because that's where the pothole is.
Well, yeah, if you just do
He
that, like
parks-
if he's given all legit information and posts a picture of a pothole, then yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Well,
And it's still up for rent right now, bro. But I have the cure-all for all potholes in New Orleans. I thought of this myself. I'd like to run it by you. Yeah?
I'm about to run with this idea.
All right. And it's southern. It's inherently southern, the solution to all potholes. And cheap, I might add. We need to fill all the potholes with grits.
Grits.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to scrub grits that were dry off of a plate?
But see, that's a double-edged sword.
horrible.
What's gonna happen when they stick to the inner lining of the?
The pothole.
No, not of
They
the.
don't go away.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
It's grits, bro. And even better, all you do is sprinkle like, and we all know the ratio, bro. It's a third grits to water. All right.
So what happens when you start tinkering
just-
with the ratio?
Well, you sprinkle a third grits.
Then that's when science happens.
That's when the rain happens, and then it fills the pothole.
I tell you what, man. I mean, I'm willing to buy like a like a family-sized serving of grits
Yeah.
and conduct this experiment.
I am willing to do it with you. I think we should film it for posterity and post it on the Reloaded 504 YouTube.
Yeah, I mean that's 100%.
Maybe we could overfill it slightly, let it harden, and then drive over it.
The ideas just don't stop with you, do they?
I'm telling you, man. And we could be like, we could let City Council know that we've solved their problems.
Shit.
The only thing is, we need to make sure that the grits don't get into the drains.
Well, that's what I was thinking, right? So you're gonna have to we're gonna have to figure out a way to make sure maybe epoxy over the grits, because you can't have grits running into the city system.
No.
Because then you're getting the reverse, right?
Right. Yeah. Storm drains got to be clear. We need to make sure that the grits stay contained in the potholes. We need to make sure we pressure test these grit pothole fillers.
So the grit containers are gonna have to be pressurized.
Well, the grit container is the pothole. So we just pour grits in the pothole, and then next time it rains, it swells up, fills the pothole. It's like the great stuff, like the crap in a can.
So it's basically
that.
it's like spray foam insulation.
Yeah, it's like spray foam insulation,
It
but
starts off as a bunch of totally malleable shit, but when it's done, it's just this big lump of shit you can't fuck with.
right. Have you ever tried to scrub grits off of any plate?
Can't do it.
Can't do it. You got to let it soak, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm calling for.
Because they have the consistency of, like, I appear like I'm something you can fuck with, but then you don't have the tools to fuck with me. That's
No.
what grits say to humans.
Yeah, pretty much. Because they're like 3M pad, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Brillo, I don't give a fuck.
Spatula? Ha, that's funny.
Yeah. Fuck all that, bro.
Like, thanks for the back scratch, bitch.
I think it'll work, bro. I don't want to charge anybody for it. I just want to be recognized. That's all. Reloaded 504 solved all the pothole problems in New Orleans.
In the world.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's a noble endeavor.
They had this thing that I came across. Fucking National Days.
Yeah, there's like every day's a national something day.
Yeah, well,
It's-
it's a crock of shit. I think this sounds like an opportunist using the moniker to further their agenda.
100%, dude.
Yeah, there's a horrible list, bruh, and it's full. Let me click on this list.
When is like Todd Day? That I just want one day.
No, seriously, listen to this. Oh, I lost the list. Oh, here we go. National Days. National Days. You ready?
National Caramel Day.
This is just starting in August. Okay.
National Potato Day.
National Nonprofit Day. National Massachusetts Day.
Oh,
National I Love My Feet Day.
What?
National Thrift Shop Day. Black Cat Appreciation Day.
What?
World Honey Bee Day. National Fajita Day.
Oh, my.
National Mail Order Catalog Day.
Okay.
National Ice Cream Pie Day. International Bow Day. I have no idea what that's about. National Aviation Day.
Bow Day?
National Soft Ice Cream Day. National Radio Day. National Chocolate Pecan Pie Day.
How do we as a society benefit from these days?
National Sponge Cake Day. You get the idea.
I do,
Like,
but how do we
fucking-
benefit?
We don't. It's a farce, bro. It's like a bunch of bullshit.
It's like Valentine's Day. It's
Yeah,
like
it was
we
invented
need
because
to create a day for us to sell stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I made these cards. I need to figure out how to sell them. Oh, it's a national day.
Hey, let's reach out to the city of New Orleans and be like, hey, can we have a National Reloaded 504 Day? Where
Oh.
everybody has to listen to Reloaded 504?
That would be super fantastic.
That's
I wish.
basically what happens.
Yeah, if there was a day where y'all had to listen to us just for a day,
Yeah.
y'all could give us a chance.
Yeah.
Just for a day.
24 hours, nothing but Reloaded 504 on spin.
Well, I won't go that far. We'll
No,
just say
yeah, it's
one
our day.
hour, 1 hour out of that day. We just want you for 1 hour out of that day. Give us an hour. The rest you can have. Give us an hour. I feel like they might bust a gut. I feel like they might laugh for a minute. That's all I'm saying.
I know they'd laugh for a minute. Yeah, no, so I don't understand how all these other causes get days and we just get, we're sitting on the side of the road.
We might be recognized.
I
don't want that
I
part.
feel as though maybe it's because we're some kind of minority. I don't even understand.
It could be. Are we a minority?
I mean, I'm part. I mean, we're both like kind of full gangster.
True. That's a minority these days.
Yeah.
Seldom come across full gangsters.
Discrimination against gangsters is rampant.
Bruh, you seen these gangsters on TV with fucking Naked and Afraid?
No.
You ever watch?
I haven't, no.
I refuse. When it first came out years ago, I refused to watch because I was like, oh, Jesus, Naked and Afraid. They're playing on people to try to get them to watch. They're naked and
Right.
they're afraid.
People want to see pixelated penises hanging and shit.
Exactly, dude. Let me ask you this though. Like, what does a actor do when there's a scene when they have to be naked and they have a small dick?
Ask production to pixelate you larger.
Or do you think there's such a thing? Do you think there's such a, I guess, occupation as a stunt dick?
Of course.
Or like even for a movie?
Yeah.
Like, what if you got to be in a
Stunt
movie
cock. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You've seen what was that movie?
with Wahlberg?
No, it was like the spoof. Bro, this was a great movie. It was not like Jenny and Bob do a porn. It was like something from like the early to mid 2000s, but it was about like a joke about the dude was a stunt cock. Like, that's what he was. He would come in like when it was about to, or like when the dude couldn't come, and he would bust the nut.
I did not see this movie, bro.
I want to say it's called like, if you haven't seen it, you have to see it. It's a great movie. It's like a classic. I'm about to
And the
find
whole
out.
premise is
So this doesn't ring a bell with you. Stunt cock.
No.
Oh yeah, you've got to see this movie. So yeah, he's just like a regular dude who fell into like porn somehow, and then like he became like the stunt cock.
What?
But it's like this ridiculous comedy.
Oh, he became the stunt cock.
Like he's like this super like conservative guy, and then all of a sudden he's landed in porn as like the stunt cock. Yeah.
What? No. I never saw that, bro. I just
try
came
that.
up with the idea. I'm like, there's got to be a stunt dick. I don't know.
Yeah, no, there
Think about the
are.
relationships of men and women and how.
Yeah, like when people's dicks stop, when like the fluff girls can't fluff the dude,
Yeah.
you got to call in a stunt cock.
Yeah, it makes sense. That's what I was like. It's got to be. What about Sadie Hawkins, bro? Sadie Hawkins.
When chicks ask you to a dance?
Check this out. It originated from a comic strip called Little Abner, like back in the 50s. Schools still have dances with that namesake, but why not take it to the bar scene nationally for a night where you're like, all right, tonight, everywhere, the dudes don't ask for chicks' phone numbers. It's the opposite.
I mean, that would be great, right? Just less work.
Yeah. Or like you're a dude, you walk into a bar tonight, finally, you don't have to buy a drink for a chick. Finally, tonight, a chick buys a drink for you.
But what happens when you walk into the bar and you realize that you're that dude who just chicks ain't feeling, bruh? Like, that's
Then
gotta
you're
suck.
not getting drunk.
That's gotta suck for the chick, like, right? Like, we all think, like, bro, these bitches have it made, bro. Like, blah, blah, blah. What happens if you're the bitch that, like, you go up in the spot and ain't nobody trying to buy you nothing? That's gotta just...
Either you whip out your wallet or you're going home sober.
Oh, no, that's when you just start, like, fucking throwing your titties on dudes and be like...
Yeah,
"Buy
but
me."
as a dude, you don't have that option.
Yeah, you don't.
Sadie Hawkins night, you better be about
Yeah,
your
you gotta
business.
just come with it. You gotta,
Yeah.
like, wear your Cavaricis or go home.
A-game, that's right. Put on the G-Nikes. That's what's up.
Braid your hair up tight.
Put some oil on your tats.
Choo.
Speaking of which, G Nikes. There's a new trend in kicks. I don't know if you
Orgasmo,
noticed.
1997.
Never saw it.
Oh my God, bruh.
There is a new trend in kicks. They're pairing kicks with existing products, mainly food products. Like you saw the Cafe Cafe du Monde.
The one in City Park you're talking about?
Yeah, they got Cafe du Monde Nikes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, they're like tan colored like a beignet.
Okay.
And then they got green laces like the awnings on the Cafe du Monde.
Okay.
Or Ruffles Nikes.
Uh-huh.
You not seeing this, bro?
No, where the fuck would I see this shit?
Oh, online, bro. Ruffles Nikes. They got that trademark Ruffles color on the bag, like the blue, like a royal blue and a red.
Yeah.
Smart, bro. They smart, bro.
But who is behind this? Is it?
I don't know.
Nike?
I don't
or
know.
Is it
the first thing I saw was the one with the beignets. And I was like, whatever, you know.
Are you finding some fake news shit, bro? Like, because...
No, you keep saying that about me, bro.
Well, because
just because I find shit out that you don't find out doesn't mean that it's fake
well, that's
news,
why
bro.
I'm not
just
accusing you of finding it. I'm just asking because apparently it's rampant.
Is it?
I don't know. Like, I don't get on the... Like, I'm not on Facebook enough to know.
Like you told me when we were standing in your den, bro. You were like, get the fuck out the house more often, bro.
Well, I mean... Yeah, get the fuck out the house more often, bro. Fuck.
Anyway, when I saw the beignet Nikes, I was like, whatever, that's clever, you know. And the Ruffles Nikes too. They were like some Air Force Ones or some shit. Whatever.
So these are obviously just like a pair of kicks that are sponsored by like a corporate brand.
Yes. But it's smart, bro.
But
because
like,
you have to realize any corporate brand, they pretty much trademark everything, like their color, all that shit. So if you were to try to get a pair of Nikes that matched the fucking Cafe du Monde colors, couldn't do it, right? Couldn't get it exact, right? But you can now because of this shit, right? That's where it's smart.
Okay, well that's dope, right? But I mean, then you also have to take into consideration. So how many of these are made? You know, what's the price point? Who's gonna buy them all up, and who's gonna flip them? Because, I mean, nobody's wearing them really.
I don't know. I'm not that big of a dude when it comes to shoes. I guess I should say. I got like 15, 20 pairs of shoes. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Do you?
You know what I was tripping over that I didn't get a pair of, but it was pretty much impossible to get a pair of? The fucking Beastie Boys Adidas. Did you see those?
No.
Oh,
I
fuck,
think you
man.
might have tried to put me on, like,
Jesus, dude. Yeah, I probably tried to put everybody.
But like, I mean,
onto
what?
them, like,
How?
find these fucking for me. They were distributed across the United States to skate shops.
Okay.
And it was a fundraiser for a charity, whatever. And I mean, they wanted the dopest shit in the land, but when you got them on your feet and nobody else can find them, it is the dopest shit in the land. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I tried to get a hold of them, bro. But I called Humidity, which is New Orleans skate shop downtown, and they were like, "Yeah, bro, there's a line outside. We ain't even open yet, and first come, first serve." And I was calling from the boat because I was at work, like I always am. And I was like trying to get them shipped, so it wasn't happening.
Yeah. Fuck that. Yeah, no, I'm not. I mean, fucking shoes, bruh. They cool and all, but whatever.
I got how many pairs of shoes do you own?
I'm all right. Like so today, this day and age, like I care less and less about my shoes. Like it's definitely much more about utility. When I put on a pair of shoes.
Yeah, but straight up, right now, how many pairs of shoes you own?
5.
5?
Yeah.
All right, that's a lot.
Well, I mean, so you're including like dress shoes, like work shoes, and
No, man, fucking kicks, like a pair of tennis, bro.
oh, like 3.
3 pairs of tennis shoes.
Yeah, like not many at all. And the 3 pair that I do have are like all busted up.
Yeah, I got like 15 to 20, bro. But I ain't gonna lie to you. It's been a long time coming.
I'm lying. I have more, but I just wear the other ones so rarely. Like I have a pair that I bring out only like on draft day, like my Saint shoes.
All right. That counts.
So yeah, so like I have maybe like 7 or 8 pair.
I need more. I need to change out what I got. I got a pair that I went.
Do
I
it.
was working offshore. I went to fucking Trinidad, bro, and you can't find these shoes anywhere. They're fucking soldiers, bro. The Reebok soldiers. They're black leather, and they got red soles. Couldn't
Yeah.
find them anywhere, bro. I
Probably
found
get
the
fucking shot wearing them though.
Well, they're so old that the soles have started to harden. So I can't even wear them anymore unless I want to like slip and fall and bust my ass.
Put them in a case and just try to flip them as like collector shit.
You ain't lying right there, bro. That's what I need to do with them things, bro.
Yeah, get them in like some kind of like oxygenated fucking.
I need to put it to them like that.
Do it, bro. Dude, I had a football. You know the whole story about my Uncle Pudge and like his thing
Yeah.
with the Saints. So I ended up getting a football when I was like 12 or 13.
This dude's uncle, what does he do, bro? He's on the Saints sideline like constantly. What does he do?
Yeah, so he's essentially he's an equipment guy. I don't know what his official title is, but so he's basically the guy that's on the sidelines that tosses the balls in to the refs.
24/7 access to the Saints all the time.
So as the game balls are coming in and out of the game, he's the one that's feeding the fresh balls and the game balls in and out. Essentially, long story short, but he's basically a member of the equipment staff, and it's just it's an extension of when he went to LSU. That's so he met my aunt at LSU. And he was in the equipment staff at LSU, and so somehow I guess it's got to be about connections. Like you have to know somebody.
He's in, bro. He's in like Flint.
Yeah, like it's so much about connections to where Pudge has been doing it for like all of his adult life, and he couldn't even get his son on.
What? It's
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Tight knit, close family.
yeah, like you.
Can't even squeeze a grit.
Yeah. So. But it's dope as fuck, man. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. It's a rare thing to have that privilege. He doesn't get paid for it. It's 100% like on
you need
his
to start
time.
passing off some fucking gear to me, bro. You got to connect. You're related, bro. By
Yeah,
blood.
I can get gloves, and I mean I can get as much. But you know what? I've run into problems, Dave. Like I would normally be like, yo, I could break you off, but I've run into this problem, like.
Sounds like a disclaimer, but
So
go ahead.
I thought that I might be able to like parlay the fact that I have connections, inside the Saints facility. And then so I start to be like, oh look, I bought me some football cards. Here you go. Can you get these players to sign these cards? And then you're just asking favors that are inappropriate.
No, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So,
We don't want to put you out.
well, yeah. I mean, I won't put myself out. Like I'll only get what is given to me. There's no more like when I was a kid, he would do favors for me because I was a kid, and he was probably trying to get laid. Like I'll hook your nephew up if you
That
suck my
sounded
dick.
so horrible, bro. Did you just hear what you just said?
He was a college dude. I would probably be doing the same thing. Like, yo.
When I was a kid, and he was just
When I
trying
was
to get laid.
young. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about things. But anyway, like, so yeah, he would like break me off with like fucking dope ass shit of like like LSU players that he had, immediate access to and that were like heroes to me.
Y'all heard it here first. You ain't getting shit related to the Saints from Reloaded 504.
Nope.
Todd ain't hooking you up.
Yeah, I
Uncle
mean,
Todd ain't coming through.
I'll hook you up if you go to Todd Crane Nola on YouTube. That's what real connections at.
Alright, bro.
Damn, you just
We're
set
signing
yourself
off,
up.
bro.
Really?
We're signing
I
off.
was just starting to get heated up.
Bruh.
I'm talking so slow, it's like I'm on heroin.
Give him some love. We love y'all.
But I'm not.
Hey, peace out.
Peace.